Hello students, today's topic is classification of sets. In the last video we discussed how to form sets and we learnt the two different ways of expressing a set. So today it is classification of sets. Sets can be classified into three types. The first one is finite set. The second one is infinite set. And the third one is empty set. So finite, infinite and empty. So finite set. So what is a finite set? The set in which the number of elements can be determined is called finite set. So the elements are countable in this set. You can get the number of elements by counting. For example, A. I have A, B, C and D. So I can count the number of elements 1, 2, 3, 4. The number of elements in set A is 4. Therefore, it is a finite set. Let us try another example. If you look at this set, these are multiples of 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15. The multiples of 5 till 100. So this is the first multiple, second multiple, third multiple. 100 is the 20th multiple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and it goes on till 20. So there are 20 elements. So what will be the next element? 20, 25, 30, 35. It goes on till 100. So there are 20 elements in set B which are multiples of 5 from the first multiple till the 20th multiple. So the number of elements in set B are 20. So A and B has elements which can be counted. The number of elements can be determined by counting. The second type is infinite set. Here the number of elements in a set cannot be determined by counting. The number of elements are uncountable. For example, P is a set of natural numbers. So we know natural number starts with 1, but the last number is not determined. So the last number is not given. Therefore, we cannot find out how many elements are there. It is going on. So the number of elements in set P cannot be found. Now set Q starts with 0, 1, 2, 3. It is a set of whole numbers. Whole number starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Therefore, the set Q cannot be, the number of elements in set Q cannot be found. Therefore, it is an infinite set. Now, set R. I have 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. These are set of even numbers, but we don't know where the number is finishing. We don't know where the set is finishing. So the number of elements in set R is also uncountable. We cannot count it. They are infinite set. The third type is empty set. Empty set means there are no elements. Okay, So an empty set has no elements. The number of elements in an empty set will be 0. So empty set is denoted using the curly brackets where no elements are there, or this symbol. You can represent an empty set using a pair of curly brackets or using this symbol. Now this set is not an empty set. Many make mistakes here. If they see 0, they just give it as empty set. This is not an empty set. The number of elements in set B is 1. So the number of elements in set B is 1. There is one element, the element is 0. Okay, so we shouldn't be confused by seeing a 0 within our brackets. It means there is an element and that element is 0. So empty set is just a pair of curly brackets or the symbol. An important part of set is subsets. Let me describe in detail to you what subsets are. For example, I have a set A which is having an element which is having elements A, B. So there are 2 elements in set A. Now I have another set B which has one element which is A and another set C which is having an element B. Now if you look into set B, B has an element A which is there in the set A, and C has an element B which is there in set B. Therefore, B and C are called subsets. Why? Because B and C are formed from set A. You can represent it using this symbol. This symbol stands for subsets. So how do we write it using this symbol? B is a subset of A. C is also a subset of A. So this is how you will represent subsets. There is a formula which will help us in determining the number of subsets which can be formed from a given set. So the formula is number of subsets which can be formed from a given set is equal to 2 power n. This is the formula which we will use. So what is n? N is the number of elements in a given set. So n is the number of elements in a given set. To find how many subsets can be formed from that given set, we will use the formula 2 to the power n. Now let us try it out with an example. For example, the set B has 3 elements A, B, C. Now if the question is find all the subsets of B. So they have asked us to find all the subsets of B. Now how many subsets can be formed? Number of subsets is equal to 2 to the power n. The number of subsets which can be formed from the given set is 2 to the power n, where n is the number of elements in a given set. Now our given set has 3 elements, 1, 2, 3. Therefore the value of n here is 3. Therefore the number of subsets will become 2 to the power 3, which is equal to 8. Now 8 subsets can be formed from this given set B. Now if I have a question B, write down all the subsets of B. Now I learnt that there will be 8 subsets from this set. Now I will have to list out all the subsets of B. There are two things to be noted down here. The set itself will be a subset. The set itself is the subset of the given set. So what is the set? A, B, C. The set itself is a subset. So A, B, C is the set. That set itself is the subset. And the second one, an empty set is the subset of a given set. These are the two things to be noted. The set itself is the subset and an empty set is the subset. So for all the questions, if they ask you to write down the subsets, first write down the set itself and an empty set. Then write down the elements individually. A, B, C. So first I wrote the set itself, then I wrote an empty set, then I wrote the set which has single elements A, B, C separately. Next I will make pairs of this A, B and C. So A, B, next B, C. I am pairing A with B, B with C and A with C. So I am writing A, B and C in pairs. So let us count if we got our 8 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got our 8 subsets. Now remember, the set itself and an empty set are subsets of given set. So we got 8 subsets. Let us look into another example where a set C is given which has two elements 10, 12. Write down the subsets of set C. Now, number of subsets is equal to 2 power n. N here is 2, 1, 2. N means the number of elements in the given set. 1, 2. 2 elements are given. Therefore, our 2 power n becomes 2 power 2, which is 4. So, now let us list down the subsets. I told you that the set itself is a subset. So, 10, 12, we need 4 subsets. The set itself, an empty set, and write it individually. To write in pairs, it is already available. So, we got our 4 subsets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let me tell you what an universal set is. Universal set is represented using this U. So let me explain it with an example. Let me take this set. Now these are all subsets. If you see 10, 12, an empty set, 10, 12 are all subsets of the given set C. Therefore, the set which gives us the subsets, the source of the subsets is the universal set. So, in this case, 10, 12, C. C is equal to 10, 12 is the universal set of these 4 subsets. In the first example which we saw, we got 8 subsets. These 8 subsets were formed from the set B. Therefore, set B is the universal set. So when I write a set X, I have P, Q, R, S. A set A has P, Q. B has P, S. C has Q, R, S. Now if you see, all these sets A, B and C contain elements which are from the set H. Therefore, set H is the universal set. Hope you understood about subsets, universal sets and the 3 different types of sets. In the next video, we will learn about the different set operations. Thank you.